For nearly 2 centuries, humanity lived with a simple and powerful belief that progress was inevitable and that it would always lead to a better future. Scientific discoveries and technological breakthroughs were seen as a natural path toward greater comfort, safety, and control over the world. This idea became one of the few unquestioned assumptions of modern civilization. Today, for the first time in a long while, that confidence is beginning to weaken. The reason is not that innovation has stopped. On the contrary, technological change is accelerating. Artificial intelligence is advancing, automation is spreading, and new tools are constantly reshaping industries. Yet despite this momentum, there is a growing sense that progress itself no longer explains where we are going. Technology creates opportunities, but it does not define meaning. More and more people are beginning to notice a strange contradiction. The world produces unprecedented amounts of information, but understanding does not seem to grow at the same pace. Tools become more powerful, while the sense of direction becomes less clear. Humanity has never had so many ways to act, yet it is increasingly uncertain about what it should actually do. One way to understand this shift is to look at innovation not as a steady upward movement, but as a sequence of disruptions. Every new technological system emerges by challenging and eventually replacing the old one. This process creates growth, but it also generates instability and uncertainty. What used to feel like progress now often feels like constant transition. At the same time, innovation does not exist in isolation. It depends on society's ability to accept and integrate new ideas. Countless inventions never become part of everyday life, not because they lack technical value, but because there is no demand for them. Without a society that is ready to adopt change, even the most advanced technologies remain unused. This means that the future is shaped not only by creators, but also by those who are willing to embrace uncertainty. Another important aspect is the balance between change and stability. Innovation increases variation and opens new possibilities, but too much variation can destabilize systems. This is true in biology and in society. Sustainable development depends on maintaining a balance where new solutions improve the system without destroying the environment in which they operate. The challenge is no longer how to innovate faster, but how to innovate without losing coherence. These abstract ideas are already becoming visible in everyday practice. In some industries, machines are beginning to perform tasks that were previously considered exclusively human. Software can now be written by intelligent systems, with humans focusing on defining problems and guiding processes. Productivity increases, barriers disappear, and small teams gain the ability to create products for global audiences. At the same time, traditional structures that once provided orientation and meaning begin to dissolve. This leads to a deeper transformation. If external systems no longer provide clear direction, individuals are forced to define their own sense of purpose. Meaning can no longer be delegated to technology, institutions, or leaders. It must be constructed at the level of personal responsibility. The central paradox of the present moment is that innovation is becoming more powerful while its purpose becomes less obvious. Technology is no longer a clear guide to the future. It is a tool that amplifies human choices, but it does not replace them. The belief that progress automatically leads to improvement is fading, and in its place comes a more complex reality where the future depends not only on what we can build, but on what we choose to build it for.